Comedian was making a joke about people of color. And like I keep telling you, people of color can be anybody because all people got melanin. Therefore, all people got color. People of color doesn't signify anybody. But these are jaded, ambiguous terms that political pundits use to cloud the water, to confuse people. They use terms like people of color, minority, ethnic, multicultural, urban, and a few others. But like I said, slavery in America was very specific. It was very specific. It was black people and black people only. It didn't have nothing to do with people of color. You had serfs, you had Irish serfs, but slavery didn't last a lifetime. And they received reparations for their slavery, for their servitude. Now, black slaves didn't receive shit. Slavery was handed down from parent to, it's inherited. It was handed down from parent to child, parent to child, parent to child. And black people were purposely handicapped. They were purposely handicapped by Jim Crow segregation. They were purposely handicapped by 400 years of planned ignorance. They was released from slavery with nothing. So they had no choice but to turn around and go right back to where they came from and become indentured servants. But back to what I was saying is, slavery was very specific. It didn't have nothing to do with people of color. It didn't have nothing to do with minorities. It didn't have nothing to do with poor folks or urban people. It was very specific. It was black people and black people only. Now, here we are 100-something years later, and you got all these immigrants coming into America to correct their poverty. And to correct their poverty being classified as people of color. So they call black people people of color, and they call immigrants people of color. But black people would never received any form of reparations. But yet and still these people are allowed to come to America, even though their poverty was put on them by their country. It should be their country where they correct their poverty. But yet and still they're allowed to come to America and to correct their poverty. And what this does, this clouds the water, and black people, those that were inherited slavery and poverty, get looked over. That's why people of color is a bullshit term when you're trying to talk about black people. And most black people don't know any better, and they don't speak up about it. But slavery was very specific. It had nothing to do with people of color. It had black people and black people only.